Okay, now we're ready to insert our rolling jack tray. This is a 4,500 pound capacity tray that allows you to fill the gap between the two runners here. So you can put a bottle jack on there, lift the front of the car, take the tires off of the runway so you're able to pull a tire off. The nice thing about this can be used either direction. I can use it in a setting like this, or as you'll see in a minute, I'll flip it over and it'll be recessed 2 inches. But some things you want to do ahead of time before you put it in there to make it really operate smoothly is, number one, take you a 6 millimeter Allen wrench and loosen these set screws up, and you'll take this axle and you can pull this out. And then you'll notice it has a wheel. There's no bearing in there. It's just a wheel. And then take your snap ring pliers and pull this off. Pull the wheel out. And then if you have some axle grease at home, whatever grease you might have, we're just going to put some lithium on here. Just enough to where that's going to make this really roll nicely. And then I'm going to put my snap ring back on. Just like so. And now my axle spins really nice. I'm going to do that to all 4 of these so that once that gets into that tray, it is very easy to operate. I know that takes a little time, but you'll be glad you did it, because if you do this now, it makes it real easy to roll this unit once it's in your tray. Now, we're going to insert this into the into our lift by easily setting the groove of one of the wheels in, just like so, coming down and lining up my wheels on the other side. Now, one thing you'll want to do is kind of get it in the middle. So kind of look at your spacing. So your spacing is about the same on each side, because these are fully adjustable. And the trick to this is you only want to tighten one side, because I'm going to tighten this up on this side here and this side. And I'm going to leave this side loose, because these rails are not 100% true. And when this rolls, I want this axle to float in and out. And it makes it move so easy. You try and do this with another competitor's lift. I'll move this from the outside edge. Look how easy this rolls. You do that with a slider and it gets cockeyed inside the lift. This is a very neat option. Now, as I was telling you earlier, I can lift from here, or I can turn this over and lift from the recess part if I'm on a real low car and my jack is too tall. Another feature, we put a drain plug right in the middle of our jack tray. So you've worked on something and you spilled fluid or antifreeze inside here, and it's very difficult to get out. So we put a drain plug to where you can easily drain that fluid out of here. Now, with this also being adjustable, as you see, I've left this one so it floats. This is an XLT. The non-power cylinder track can be moved out 4 inches. So that's neat that I can just loosen these set screws and this will adjust out to that wider setting, and it fits to the wide setting on the XLT or the narrow setting. Okay, what we want to do now is insert these little round cylinders. These are called our jack tray stops. There might be a possibility that you would push this too far and push it off of the end of our rails here. And so in that case, what you want to do is put this little stop in. First thing you want to do is pull the set screw out to where you don't see the threads inside the slot. Have you a hammer, and at the very end of the track, push that in, and then tighten up your set screw here on the outside, just like so. One for the other side as well. And now you have a positive stop when the tray comes to the end of the track and it won't jump up over the track.